I am Dr. Carrie Horn, and you are listening to an excerpt from my book, A Soul Aligned: How God Heals His Creations. In this video, you are going to need a journal and a pen because we're going to do an exercise to teach you how to do body metaphor work. You can find many more exercises like this in the workbook I have also written entitled the Heart Known series. This exercise is entitled Identifying Body Metaphors. I was experiencing a horrible pain in my stomach. As I began describing the pain, I wrote, "It feels like a balloon filling up that is ready to burst. The pain is stabbing me in the back." I asked my inner child to help me understand what she was feeling emotionally. She was hurt and ready to explode regarding feelings that she was having about a family member from whom she had been seeking love but was perpetually rejected. Through the wisdom of my inner parent, I was able to help my inner child to understand that this person's rejecting behavior was the result of her resentment toward my mother that she had been taking out on me for many years. Her behavior was never an indication of my worthiness to be loved, as the adversary had caused me to believe as a child. My inner parent helped my inner child to take comfort in her love, rather than seeking the love of people who are incapable of loving. She helped her to understand that the adversary was attacking the other person through her vulnerabilities so that I could pray for her and forgive her for her difficulties. In doing this, I was able to clear the soil from my own heart so that I could enjoy the presence of God and seal my own vulnerabilities to the enemy. This is self-soothing, accountability, integration, and spiritual healing in Christ using God's brilliant design in me. By placing the focus on my own healing and soothing and my focus back on God, I am demonstrating whom I serve. When I am focused on man or the world to provide my healing or good feelings, I'm not serving God or occupying my heart in God. Serving God is designed to heal and protect us. Establish safety within your mind and body through your God song and by placing focus on God within your heart and with your spirit. Once you have established physical safety with God by reducing your autonomic arousal in your body and mind, draw attention to your body. List any sensations such as pain or tension in your body. Describe those sensations and of what they remind you until metaphors emerge. For example, describe your pain based on feeling sensation, not based on diagnosis or an explanation that you think with your brain. For example, do not say, "I think this is," rather, "I feel pain in my," and the pain feels like this. List the symptoms of that sensation. Look at what you have written, read the list aloud to yourself, and list any metaphors or memories that come to mind, even if they do not seem related. If God reminds you of a dream or recent experience or any thought, write those down too. As the metaphors emerge, you will discover striking similarities between what is physically manifesting regarding your emotional spiritual dilemmas. Once you have identified the emotional spiritual dilemmas, engage your inner child with your inner parent. Ask your inner child what he or she feels as you read what you have written. Connect with the messages God is speaking to you through your body. Write down what you hear. As you are engaging in this work, please notice that body metaphor work is different from treatments focused on treating the flesh. You are utilizing God's design in order to gather information from your body, not in flesh activation, but rather in stillness and in connection with God. Once you gather that information, you are able to address the dilemmas of your heart and spirit in the following inner child and inner parent personal accountability work. Identification of the metaphor will only give you that information. However, inner child and inner parent work will allow you to actually process your feelings within personal accountability and then bring yourself to God as his child. You will become childlike, not childish, before God. When we are in our flesh, we are childish and demanding. When we are in our heart and spirit, we become submitted, obedient, and humble like a child. Reflect to your inner child with your loving inner parent what you have heard from him or her. Validate your inner child by letting him or her know that you see and hear them. Ask him or her if you have heard them correctly and if there is anything else they would like you to know. Respond to them with love and understanding. I just want to insert a note here. I hope that as I pause, that you're pausing the recording so that you can journal these things and you're not just rushing through and thinking this is a series of questions. This is really a matter of relationship between you, your inner child, and your inner parent. And so it's really important that you're engaging, not in your flesh and meaning not in your brain. This is not an academic exercise, but that you are relating with your inner child and your inner parent. So this is an activity that is done within the heart and the spirit and with God, always with God. We're always doing everything with God. Okay, next question. Ask him or her to share what they think might be going on. Ask him or her what they think God might be doing. Share your own experiences as a loving and attuned inner parent. Help your inner child to understand their experiences and feelings with the developmental perspective and wisdom that you have now. Help your inner child to make connections with any past events that need to be resolved. Bring your inner parent and inner child into the presence of God. Ask the questions you need to ask and listen for the answers. Write down what you hear and feel. How has God used this experience to build you? Or how is it building you now? If you have enjoyed this exercise, be sure to check out the Heart Known series workbook that is used in conjunction with A Soul Aligned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and ring the bell icon for more videos like this. Thank you for listening, and God bless.